Yo, chapter 119 is out now, and it was an interesting one to say the least. Last chapter we saw Sarina's mom, who appeared in the story for the first time. In this chapter, we get to know more about her, as well as get a glimpse of Ruby's true feelings towards her. Apologies if my voice is off, by the way. I've been sick for the past week. But yeah, anyways, let's get right into the chapter. The chapter is called Biological Mother, and starts off with Sarina's mother at some curry restaurant. We see Kaburagi and Director Gotanda there, as well as a few girls on the side. It seems like they're just there, socializing, and Sarina's mother asks where to go next, since everyone was there for drinks. They decide to go to a bar called Pine, which happens to be owned by a friend of one of the girls. That just goes to show the connections people in this industry have. We actually get a tiny bit more into that later, since Gotanda actually gets a call from Aqua before they go. Apparently, Gotanda had some confirmations to do, and the deadline is today. Instead, he went out to go for a drink with someone from the agency. Dude's slacking. Aqua quickly realizes what Gotanda is there for. It's either a hookup or for recruitment. Gotanda has claimed he's friends with female models and actresses, but also goes for drinks at a hidden bar so they won't get noticed. For the actresses and models, personal connections are important, and people like Gotanda are always looking for good actors, so it makes sense. Like Gotanda said before, building connections are one of the most important things in the industry, which is why meetups like this aren't too uncommon. But they're still smart enough not to make it public. Aqua does warn Gotanda not to get drunk, and he says that he won't. Yeah, aight. He goes on to say that there are also things that you can only see if you have drinks. He says that this job is the world of communication, and that he's a pro in this world, and pros never get drunk. Of course, in literally the next panel we see him drunk. Aqua is also there to pick him up. He has an umbrella too, and it looks like it's raining outside. Good thing Aqua is there, cause letting Gotanda go out in the rain alone while drunk would probably be a bad idea. Kaburagi asks if Aqua could take that thing home with him. The thing being Gotanda. Even Aqua calls him the thing too, and agrees to take him home by getting a taxi, which Kaburagi would pay for. But then, Sarina's mother actually knows Aqua and says hi. This is crazy because Goro also wasn't happy with her abandoning Sarina, and now they're actually meeting again. Sarina's mother knew Aqua as Gotanda's top apprentice, which Aqua dismissed by saying he doesn't know him. They really be trolling about Gotanda, which is kind of funny. She offers Aqua to come inside since it's raining, but he says nah at first. It's only when one of the girls calls her Tendouji that Aqua remembers. He remembers seeing her name alongside Sarina's. Marina Tendouji. That's her full name, and of course it rhymes with Sarina, which is kind of funny. Aqua then remembers that he met Marina as Goro when she first brought Sarina to the hospital. Aqua then asks if she's Marina Tendouji. Good thing she's drunk, cause it was kinda out of nowhere. She didn't really notice the sussness of the question and confirms it. Soon after, we see Aqua sitting with her at the bar. He got some sparkling water since he's not old enough to drink yet. Marina says when he's old enough to drink, she'll have a drinking party for him and introduce him to some of her cute friends. She even says drink is like work for her, but Aqua just starts with the questions. He starts with asking Marina if her family would be worried about her. This is kind of similar to when Taiki and Aqua wanted to question Kindaichi after the Tokyo Blade play. Taiki used the tactic of getting him drunk so he could be more vulnerable to revealing his dirty secrets. While Aqua isn't doing the exact same thing here, he's taking advantage of her drunk state to get Marina to reveal things without being suspicious. It's a dark tactic, but it also goes to show how Aqua is now past caring. After all, when Taiki used that tactic, Aqua thought it was evil. Back to the question though, Marina answers that she's in her mid-50s by now and has always been the way she is. No one will worry. Aqua then remembers the time when he was with Sarina as Goro, and saw that one of the wishes she wrote was for her parents not to get sick. That's why he's sure there is someone who cares, at least did care since Sarina did die. Well, I guess it depends on how Ruby feels about it now. Marina is just like I guess and shows Aqua something on her phone. We see a close-up of Aqua's black star and gun looking at it in shock. He remembers the time Sarina died with the parents not even there, and questions if parents are like this. After all, his own biological parents had died too. Marina is happy to look at the thing she showed Aqua too, as he realizes Sarina's life must have been pure hell. Then we see what Marina showed Aqua was a family picture from her 54th birthday, which reveals that she has another son and daughter. Even the writing on the wall says, don't drink much. Marina even says that as long as they're all healthy, nothing else matters. Like bruh, it's like she's completely forgotten about Sarina. She says that about health, but did not want to be around Sarina when she was dying of an illness. That's pretty fucked up. And like even now, it seems Sarina as Ruby struggles to come to terms with that, as we see her still stuck again on the same part as we saw in the last chapter. She keeps on repeating mom, and Kana tries to help her out by explaining the scene more. It's a scene where she can understand the feelings of a mother running away from her child. It's essentially when Ai realizes her mother abandoned her because she didn't love her. It's a scene where you recognize yourself as a stranger who isn't loved by your mother and accept that. It's pretty dark, and it's also kind of interesting how Sarina and Ai share a similar backstory in terms of their mothers. Ruby finds it odd though. She thinks it's wrong to accept that your mother doesn't love you, and thinks that they might have just been in disagreement somehow. Ruby just doesn't understand it at all. Then in the last page, with the light in her eyes completely gone, Ruby says deep down, parents will definitely love their children. That's how the chapter ends, with Ruby looking like she's given up on all of humanity. It's no wonder why she's struggling with this scene. It's crazy too, cause although it's kinda copium, she still seems to believe Marina cares for her. At least Ruby tries to hold on to that belief. She might actually lose it once she realizes Marina did not care at all. Her child got sick and threw Sarina into a remote hospital so no one would know. Then she just went on continuing to live her life, drinking, partying, and having other children, who she cares about more because they're healthy. At least that seems to be the case, cause Sarina didn't seem to matter when she got sick. Sarina's backstory was already pretty tragic, but realizing that the mother actually cared more about her other children because they were more healthy makes it worse. Does Sarina have one of the worst mothers in manga? That's my question to y'all. Like, Ruby definitely has one of the saddest backstories in this series, and she's at her darkest place right now. But I'm glad Ruby's finally getting the spotlight. Plus, I also realized that Sarina technically did have a mother who was part of the industry, so it wasn't like she was too far away from being a part of it too. If she didn't have that illness, maybe she'd have a shot at making it. It also kinda relates to Sarina knowing the importance of connections when she asked the question about reincarnation to Goro, because the mother actually has some connections too. It's gonna be really cool when they actually realize who the other is. Hopefully soon, but unfortunately not soon enough, as we have a break next week. Same with the anime too. It sucks. But yeah, thank you all for watching the video if you got this far. And also we hit 1,000 subscribers recently, so a huge thanks for that as well. With that said, if you're not already, please consider subscribing, leaving a like, and a comment too if you want. If you want to see some more Oshi No Ko vids, got some right here. Peace.